Jeremy, it's a pleasure to be introduced by yourself. There are some of your colleagues who have given me hard time, but I've always enjoyed the interviews that I've had with you because you've bought all the nonsensical stories I sold to you. So you're a good man. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, the future is now. It is cloaked in the fourth industrial revolution. The pleasure, privilege, and excitement of sharing this platform with yourself today is nothing short of overwhelming. And of course, these lights are also overwhelming themselves. If I get agitated, please bear with me. It will be for no other reason but the anxiety to leapfrog into the future of the future. Having said that, being agitated is nothing uncommon, at least to myself. When I was in my mid to the late 20s, I was baptized with fire and thrown into the deep end of the cold face of service delivery in the country. For all my sins, which I was not told of, I was appointed as a chief executive officer of the local government. After 8 years at the helm of the organization, I had to part ways with the institution. The primary reason for my departure was none other than that I was deemed to be way ahead of everyone. So the mayor then and the councillors in Joburg, they will call me and try to give me a word of advice and says, Mokwena, slow down. We are still in the year 2000, but you're busy talking about municipalities of 2030. We are not there. So I did not have the patience to stomach that type of stagnation, and as a result, I had to quit. Back then, I was already envisioning the fourth industrial revolution, championing and demanding modern ways of delivering services. Unfortunately, I couldn't contend with the stagnation that was taking place. However, the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, is that my baptism of fire, the moral of the story on the baptism of fire is threefold. Firstly, innovation, modernization, trailblazing the future is naturally a terrain of the young and the gifted. Secondly, the old and the society at large is averse to uncharted waters. And thirdly, change and modernization is viewed with suspicion by the believing unbelievers. Jeremy, they call them Bo Thomas Makholagaobon. They don't buy anything you sell. Therefore, those of you who aspire to change the world, you have a tall order. However, nothing unsurmountable. You have a choice of either being Machiavelli or you can be the prince himself. Our economy is pigeonholed with the twin deficits, a weak economic growth or a negative economic growth, high unemployment and increasing inequality. The outlook of the economy has darkened precipitously in the past couple of years. The current leadership of the economic cluster across government and even in the private sector are in denial about their inability to take us out of the quagmire. Of course, our political economy, the political economy of South Africa portends a country at crossroads. At the core of the discontent is the political economic system characterized by a pernicious confluence of power, politics, and economic interests. The modus operandi is to leverage political power through the institutions, political institutions, in pursuance of economic interest. As a result, the rich, powerful, politically connected, the elite is getting richer, while the unemployed and the poor are rapidly drifting into deeper poverty traps. And the key players in this whole economic system is your economic elites the power elites, politicians, the anointed aspirant black capitalists. These are the so-called top 1%. This was articulated by Andreas Salimon that the top 1% control the key levers of the economy such as technology, finance, telecommunications, media, and the energy. Their influence is beyond the realm of the economy. It extends to the spheres of arts, culture, ideas, and politics. Due to their dominance, especially through mass media, by Jeremy Marx, TVs, newspapers, they control the dissemination of information, knowledge, cultural content that shape social behavior and political views. The good news is that the disruptive innovation is here. And disruptive innovation may have been born in the Silicon Valley and coined in Boston, but it has now spread to every corner of the world and it extends to every industry and even the political spheres. It therefore behooves us all to catch up with the breakneck pace of innovation and to push the boundaries of industry definitions and even human imagination. There is a big premium placed on the business creativity, human empathy, and speed. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth industrial revolution presents a conundrum to humanity. We can use it to benefit humanity, otherwise it can overtake us. In one of my publisher's note to the Leadership magazine, which I know that my other co-shareholders, they don't read, I contended that, I quote, "To deny the rapid takeover of human capability by the algorithms is frankly to be delusional. Algorithms might rob us of most of our unique human qualities such as intelligence, taste, style, the ability to love and have compassion, be creative, memory, and others. What will be left of us is our soul. The rapid advance of algorithms and the artificial intelligence implies that human will increasingly be at the mercy of technology and whoever controls it." Jeremy, I repeat this. The rapid advance of algorithms and the artificial intelligence, ladies and gentlemen, it implies that humanity will be increasingly be at the mercy of technology and whoever controls it. If time and space permits, I will share with you the examples of the researches that has been done on how even affection, love, at the moment or in these current days, it's shaped through algorithms. How, through your social media or other platforms, you're able to get, they can create a date for you, they can debrief the other party, what you like, what you don't like, and you even fall in love before you even see, the artificial, those are the algorithms and the technology at its best. I further persist that, could it be that with the passing of time, technology will go beyond the physical and material into the mortal and even acquiring a soul? I leave that for you to ponder on. On behalf of the Cape Media Corporation and our gracious sponsors, you are all welcome to this convention. I hope this convention will inspire you to either start or propel your journey to be a significant player in the fourth industrial revolution. For those of you who are young, and young is a relative term, Jeremy is young, so don't take exceptions to my statement. But for those of you who are young, spirited, energetic, with a resolve to change the world, be warned. Trailblazing the future is lonely. You could easily be isolated and declared a loony. I know so because even in Cape Media, we have our own loony. I can actually see him walking around the hall now. And this, the Apple advert of 1998, bears testimony to this. It reads, and I don't know how many of you have seen this, but The 1998 advert, it reads, "Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in square holes, the ones who see things differently. They are not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them, but the only thing you can't do is to ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some see them as crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." Unquote. I thank you all.